Hi everyone, my name is Estelle Gima and I'm the Assistant Director for Strength and Conditioning. I'm going to take you through some policies in the weight room and start you off with the front desk. So to start, there is absolutely no chewing gum allowed in this facility. So if this person has come into the weight room and you see that they're chewing gum, stop that immediately. So we have all of our policies listed here. I'm just going to go through some of our the policies that people break the most often. So first, shoes. So sandals, flip-flops, open-toed, or open-heel shoes of any kind are not allowed. So we only want people wearing athletic shoes with a hard sole. It does not matter what the look of the shoe is like as long as there's a hard sole. And they're not going to make any marks on the floor. Next, lifting chalk may be used at the Southwest Recreation Center in the designated Olympic lifting area only. So in the fall, our Olympic lifting platforms will be open, and that is the only area that people will be allowed to use chalk. We will not be providing chalk for this fall, so people will be allowed to bring their chalk in, so you will see them come in with it. Next, Olympic lifting is permitted at the Southwest Recreation Center in designated areas upon fulfilled specified requirements determined by Rec Sports. So you can only utilize the Olympic lifting platforms if you have tested out and passed. You're only allowed to perform Olympic lifts in the Olympic lifting platform area. Also, we have collars must be used on all free bar lifts with plates. So we have collars and clips. Anytime you're loading any of those bars, you have to put clips on the end, no matter how heavy those bars are. And personal items such as backpacks are not allowed in the room. Staff members are not responsible for lost or stolen equipment. So this is going to be super important because our locker rooms still will be offline in the fall. So if you see anyone coming in here with a backpack, please be sure to nip that in the bud right away. I'm going to take you over here to our desk. So anytime a patient has any questions, comments, concerns, they're going to step into this blue box and talk to you through the sneeze guard. Do not let them come around to the other side, even though they can obviously have access to you. We are trying to promote healthy hygiene habits and keep everyone safe. So moving into the desk. So this is your area. So initially, expectations. There should only be one person here at a time. Obviously, when you're coming in for your first shift and everyone's clocking in, there will be multiple people here, but while we are in full swing, there is only one person here. When you're standing here, you are not leaning on the desk, you're not on your phone, you're not distracted, you're attentive, and you are greeting all the patrons as they walk in. You are the first face, so act like it. Welcome people into this facility, and also good opportunity to nip those policies in the bud. So looking at our desk, looking at all the things that we have here. So starting over here, this is our cleaning equipment. So this solution is used for all of the equipment that you see in the weight room. If you're ever low or empty, you're just going to radio your supervisor and they will fill up those bottles for you. We also have some gloves here, just some added PPE equipment in case you're not completely comfortable touching the equipment initially. So coming down here, drawers. This is a drawer for just some personal items. If you bike here, have headphones, whatever the case may be, you can store them there. Over here, we have vacuum attachments. The vacuum is actually over here in this cabinet, which I will go into. So, vacuum battery is here. When the light is on, that means it is charged. When it's green, it's charged. So, you're just going to press these two red buttons, pull the battery off, slide the battery onto the end, grab your attachment, and then when you're done, make sure that you put the battery back, and then the light comes on and that it is charging.
Also empty the vacuum.
And also empty the vacuum. So to empty the vacuum, you are safe. Flipping this little nozzle at the bottom, flipping the latch, and opening it up.
Nice.
Super simple. We'll go back up top. Up here, we have our radio. So when you come in, you're grabbing your radio, turning it on, hearing the beep, and doing a radio check. You're just going to go and say, radio check, someone will respond, you're good, and then you are free to go. Down here we have trash bags. So you can use these trash bags to grab all of the gym wipes at the end of the evening, or if there's just a lot of trash in here, you can use those. This brush is to clean the metal rods. They get rusted, and this does wonders for that. And then we also have some towels. So your clean towels are going to be here. The cabinet is labeled. This is also where the vacuum is. When you have dirty towels, you're bringing them right here in this basket. When this is full, you're going to radio your supervisor, and the supervisor will bring this over to the equipment room. Other things you have here, gym wipes. So again, these gym wipes are for this area only. If you are running low, radio your supervisor, and they will bring you some wipes from the cardio closet. Over here, so phone. Anytime anyone calls, you're answering the phone. Southwest Recreation Center, this is say your name speaking, how can I help you? Always want to make sure that you are saying what the building is in case someone isn't sure what number they called, and also say who you are, that way they can refer to you if they have any questions or there is a follow-up needed. Make sure that you're being polite and always saying please and thank you when you're done. Some other things we have here, Olympic lifting passes. So when someone is requesting to use the platforms, you're going to log into the computer, check Fusion, and then you're going to fill this card out and take that card over to the platforms. On the computer, the supervisor is going to log into the computer, log into Connect 2, and start clocking in. So for the fall, the way that that's going to work is the supervisor is going to take your temperature, and then once you're good to go, you're going to come here and open up the pre-COVID employee form. You're going to fill that out, clock in, and then begin your shift. The supervisor will always log in, so you do not have to worry about that. Now let's look at our resource binders. So we have two binders on this side. So we have our maintenance binder. Anytime any equipment is out of order, you're just going to put this sign out there and then follow these instructions. So you're going to put it in the facility issues form, and then make sure to communicate with the supervisor, and the supervisor will also put that in their shift report. This is our risk management binder. So it's all of our emergency contacts, emergency action plans, maps, and anything you might need if there is an emergency. Moving to the other side of the desk, we've got two binders for you. So we have an in-depth resource binder. This has all of the information about everything S&C related, weight room related, any opening, closing SOPs, Fusion information, locker information, and this is our condensed version of that binder. So if you want some quick, what do I do when I first walk in, responsibilities on the floor, opening, closing SOPs, and all of that information. We also have some disposable masks here. If you notice anyone walking into the weight room that does not have one, or anyone breaks their mask, we have extras here. We also have our first aid cabinet here. So if there is any tools in here, Band-Aids, alcohol pads, anything like that, that is missing, you're also going to put that in your shift report form. As the supervisor, you can go into the equipment room and you can fill anything that's missing in here from that cabinet, but then if there are not enough in that cabinet, that's when you would fill out the extra first aid form. Loose nuts and bolts. So anytime you find any loose screws, anything that does not have a home, we're putting them in here and then grabbing them at the end of the evening and putting them in my office. Indoor radio. So the only thing you need to do is turn this on, which it's already on. Now it's off. So all you need to do is turn this on. If you do not hear music, then there's something on the back end, so the supervisor will take care of it, which they know how to do. Last thing here, cabinets for open space. So we want to keep all of our personal belongings there. Backpacks, jackets, cell phones, anything that we do not want on the desk that may look unprofessional, any of our personal belongings. Last thing, customer service. So we never, ever, ever want to tell someone, I don't know, or shrug our shoulders and just throw our hands up in the air. Every time anyone asks us a question that we genuinely do not know, utilize the Rec Sports website, utilize calling anyone else, any other professional staff member who might have the answer, but we do want our patrons to know that they can come to us as a resource and that we're going to do our due diligence to find that answer. So, that's all at the front desk.